full circle like a 360. Coming full circle like a 360.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this video is actually something that I want to start doing every Saturday, and I don't really have a name for it, but I'm just gonna call it the Brooklyn Review for now until I figure it out. So basically, I'm obsessed with music. Who isn't obsessed with music? So every Friday, you know, the music industry, there's new releases, new albums, new singles. So I'm just going to review the ones that I listen to, the ones that I like. I try to listen to everything, but I don't really like everything. So I guess I am very selective with what I choose to listen to. So this week, I listened to two album releases: SZA, I say SZA, and Katy Perry. SZA's was Ctrl or CTRL. I think it's Control. And Katy Perry's was Witness. So I'm going to start with the albums, and then I'm going to jump into a host of just regular singles or just random releases that also happened on Friday. So starting off with Katy Perry, her era in the beginning was very, very shaky. At least for me, in my opinion, it was very shaky. I wasn't crazy about Bon Appetit. I actually really liked Chained to the Rhythm when it first came out, but for some reason, I guess because it didn't do what was expected for it to do, it kind of like shot down everything that she was trying to give. And I guess her label kind of was like, panic, 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 let's release the most popular thing, you know, the most popular feature on the album, and it was the Migos song, and then it was the Nicki Minaj song, and it was kind of just like, okay, stop. Like, it just came across as super try hard. It didn't feel organic like Dark Horse or what's the song with her and Kanye? Like, at least those were good rap collabos. These two, they can't even touch those two. So off bat, I'm gonna be looking up in and out of my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So off bat, I would say that I would give Katy's album like a 7 out of 10. So how I review albums, I give it 2 plays back to back in the order that the artist does it, and then the third listen is on shuffle. So that's how I know whether or not I really like the songs, or if it's just the way it's stacked by the musician that makes the songs sound like they're better than they are. So opening with Katy Perry was Witness. I did like the song. I think that it was a great opener, and it was one of the highlights on the album, one of the songs that I actually genuinely liked. I would say lyrically, this album, if you really listen to what she's saying, she's actually talking about real life shit on this album. I saw some people mentioning something about her lyrics on Twitter, but it was the opposite, I guess, trying to make it seem like her lyrics didn't have substance. But this album actually does have substance if you listen to the album. So a few of my highlights: Witness is definitely a highlight. I like Swish Swish, but only for the chorus. Like, literally only for the chorus, like nothing else. I don't use it for anything else, just the chorus. I love Change to the Rhythm. The 2 songs that I personally feel like should have been singles were Tsunami and Pendulum. Let me tell you something. Tsunami is a grown-up, like, sexy Katy Perry song. Like, it is like, I can't even explain it. It's so good. It's so good. I don't understand why that wasn't released. Pendulum should have been this single out the gate. Straight out the gate. Not Chained to the Rhythm. If they would have released that song, it would have skyrocketed. Honestly, I think that it's a great summer song. I can see it being one of the songs that are played a lot this summer, and I really hope that she makes it a single now, because this song is so good. Like, it's so good. It's one of those feel-good summer songs that makes you want to keep listening to it over and over again, and I found myself hoping that the song would be next when I put my my third listen on shuffle. So that's how I knew, oh yeah, this is the song for me. Into Me, You See, which is the closer, is also another song that I like. Lyrically, it's really nice. It's a really pretty song. She has a song on here called, is it Mind Maze? Mind Maze? Yes, Mind Maze, I think. Lyrically, great song. Basically, just saying like, stopping yourself, get out of your own way, and let things happen. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen regardless. There's nothing you can do about it. But production wise, it's horrible. It's very cheesy. It's super packed with auto-tune, so it kind of ruins the whole point of the song. It's, I don't know. Miss You More is I don't know. I'm on the fence about Miss You More. The thing with Miss You More is the lyric that she says, I miss you more than I loved you. That I can relate to. So, yeah. But those are the songs that stick out in my mind. The rest of the songs, I don't really remember what they sound like. And I actually listened to Katy Perry's album 4 times. So, Hey Hey, Roulette, Deja Vu, Power, Bigger Than Me, Save as a Drive. I don't know what those songs sound like. I don't remember them. Yeah, everything else was actually pretty okay. But yeah, that's why it gets a 7 out of 10 from me with Witness. Please release Pendulum. It's such a good song. I really hope she releases. And Tsunami is the shit. So listen to those 2 songs. Those are the 2 highlights. So now it's time for SZA with Control. Now, let me just back on up with the whole SZA history and me and SZA. I remember way before her first album or whatever it was that a picture of this girl came across my timeline with huge big hair and all these freckles, and I remember retweeting it like, I don't know who this girl is, but she's effing gorgeous and I love her hair. I'm obsessed with her freckles, only to then find out that her freckles were fake. So I guess that kind of ruined her image for me a bit, and then I never went back to listen to any of her songs. Later on, I found out that she, I guess, said something about Rihanna on Twitter and caused up a stir. Or her old tweet surfaced. That was the second time I heard about SZA. And then the third time I heard about SZA was when she was on a Rihanna song, Consideration, on Rihanna's album. And that's when I was like, wow, I really love this girl's voice. She's super duper dope. And then I saw her live at Made in America and she sounds just like the music. Like, I don't know what this accent is that she sings in. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I actually love it for her. Like, I love it. And she does it live too, so I personally enjoy it. I think it makes the songs fun because she has this way of the accent being like animated, I guess. So yeah. So her album is what people would call a vibe. It's one of those albums where I guess smoking or drinking or like a kickback, like chilling type thing would be where you would listen to her album. It's not an album that I would completely run to on a daily basis to be like, I gotta listen to this immediately. I gave her album a 8 out of 10. Songs that stuck out to me: Supermodel, Love Galore, one of the best songs released this year, if not the best song released this year. Let's be motherfucking real right now. Like, I'm obsessed with Love Galore. Obsessed. Obsessed. I don't know anyone who's not obsessed with Love Galore. I like Doves in the Wind, but I more so like it for Kendrick Lamar's verse. I think his verse on that song is a highlight on the album. I wasn't crazy about Drew Barrymore when she released it as a single a few weeks back, or 2 weeks back I think. But now on the album it actually sounds really, really good and I really, really like it. Prom, I don't like. My favorite song on the album outside of Love Galore and another song on here would be The Weeknd. And it's just simply for lyrics such as I think she says, my man is your man is her man. And then she mentioned something about coming over and him dropping his drawers and giving her what she wants. I love that song. I don't know anybody who doesn't like that song. So far, it's the most popular song on my timeline. That's definitely the highlight of the album, and I'm sure the caption will be, all of the captions on IG will be from that song. I'm pretty positive. Broken Clocks, love that song. I heard it the first time last week when it was released. I think it was last week, and it's kind of like Love Galore. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with it from the first listen. And I think it's so pretty the way she sings it. It's just, the production is so nice. It's so nice. Momo Girl, it makes me think of Pinocchio when he was like, I just want to be a real boy. So I don't really like that song at all. Pretty Little Birds is it's a really gorgeous song in my opinion. 20 something is something I can relate to, and I feel like everyone in their 20s can relate to. 20 something is about basically those in their 20s who are struggling with not wanting to be in love with someone and not knowing where they're going in life, and just basically being at a standstill at the age of 20 or something. 20 something. So that's probably the most relatable song on the entire album. The main highlights from that album would have to be Love Galore, obviously, The Weeknd, and Broken Clocks. Those three, just undeniable. So those were the two albums that I listened to. I did give Bryson Tiller's album a listen, but I just couldn't get through it, so maybe I can set aside a separate video to review that, because I just can't do it. So on to the singles and the random songs released this week. So my fave, Jhené Aiko, she released a visual and a single, I think, and it's called While We Were Young, excuse me. And basically the visual is just like, is it 50 First Dates, I think? Is it that movie? Where she has like memory loss or short-term memory loss and she can't remember anything, and they go on like 1,000 dates and he tapes it and all that. Yeah, so that's basically what the video was. The song is so pretty. It made me think that maybe she's taking a different direction than the direction that she came out with when she released Maniac and First Fuck. I think that with those two, it was more of like a sexual, sensual kind of Jhené, and that's who I was hoping she would be this era. But it looks like maybe she's rerouting. She like deleted her Twitter, deleted her tweets, like completely changed everything, and it's all like the backdrop to While We Were Young. So maybe it's a revamp of the era or a switch up of something. Hopefully she's still going on with Maniac. While We Were Young is a really pretty song. She's always so good lyrically, so there's no complaints. There's never gonna be any complaints. So yeah, there's that. Another single that was released, it wasn't released this Friday, but it was released a day ago, I think. I don't know, but To The Max, let me tell y'all something. Drake cannot be denied. No matter how much you hate this man, you can't deny him. To The Max is going to be the summer song. It's going to be the summer song. It's going to be played everywhere. You're going to be mad about it. You're going to be agitated if you hate it. Like, To The Max is the shit. It's like the perfect blend of Jersey house and like old hip-hop 90s, like old 90s hip-hop. Perfect blend, yo. Like, perfect. This dude makes the summer song every year, and if it's not his main song, like if he's not the main artist on the song, then he's still on the song that's the song of the summer. Like, I don't know how he does that, but dude is impeccable. You cannot deny Drake. You just can't. To The Max is popping and is gonna have every party that you go to this summer on tilt, so be prepared. Lorde. So Lorde has released, I think it's 4 singles now. Let me double check because I'm not too sure, but I think she's released 4 singles. She's released 4 singles, and so far I've liked 3 out of the 4. So she released Green Light. That was a long time ago. Love that song. The second single was Liability. That is a song that apparently she modeled after Rihanna's Higher, and I don't like Liability at all. Like, at all. Like, I don't think it's a good song, and I definitely don't think she should say she modeled it after Rihanna's Higher, because Higher is my favorite song on Anti. So, yeah. Perfect Places was one she released a few days ago. I love Perfect Places. I like the direction that she's going. It's Sober. I've been listening to Sober all day. I've been going between that and Kehlani's Distraction, because I just got into Distraction. Don't judge me. But I've been listening to those two all day. I've been going back and forth between those two songs. I love Sober. I think that Sober and Green Light were the perfect two single releases, and Sober should have been released after Green Light, and it should have been like a back-to-back bomb video release. But obviously it was not, so there's nothing really, you know, you can't really do anything about that. Drum, Big Baby, he released 2 songs last night, out random, on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple iTunes, and I think Pandora. Pretty much he released it everywhere except for Tidal, which I think is very, very weird, because he releases everything on Tidal, so I don't know. But the songs are called The Uber Song, and the other one is called Group Thing. Both of them are cute. They would be considered the whole, you know, vibe music. I guess that's the thing now, vibe music. The Uber Song is cute. I like it. It's basically talking about, you know, that's his baby. He's gonna call an Uber and things of that nature. You know, you get the gist. And the cover is, oh, I wish I could get the picture, but I can't. But the cover is basically a girl who looks like she's basically coming out of an Uber, and he's coming towards her and she's coming towards him, and her jacket's open and she just has on underwear and no top. But it's pixelated. So all of his singles covers have been pixelated this era. Gilligan was pixelated, and then Group Thing is pixelated also. He has 2 girls on him. One is on top of him without underwear, and the other one is on all fours, and her butt is facing the camera. And it's also pixelated, but you can see it. Group Thing is my favorite song that he released out of the 2 songs. Not because it's fast, not because it's ratchet, but because well, it's not fast, it's mid-tempo, but just the way it's sung in the melody, I really like that. This week's Brooklyn review. I'll be doing this every Friday, taping every Friday, posting every Saturday. Hopefully I can get it up by the noontime on Saturdays. Bear with me, I'm trying. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what your favorite things were that were released this past Friday. Tell me about some of the artists that you listen to, and I'm definitely going to do a video on my recent summer favorites from 2016 summer and this summer and now. So let me know what you like, and maybe I'll check it out. Alright, so I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Peace.
Like a 360, coming full circle like a 360.